Hey guys, I'm Vince. Uh, I own Retreat Cost Pokemon Card Shop. I wanted to make a quick video to introduce myself a little bit and talk about what kind of games we've been running and things like that. So every week on Fridays, we've been running Dungeons and Dragons, mainly somewhat of a home game, a family game. We started out with the Dragonfly Spire Peak, and the party handedly defeated the big bad at the end of the game, and has continued to explore the Sword Coast, which has evolved from being based mainly in Wizards of the Coast lore and has started to become mostly homebrew from my own world. So the party right now just got to Neverwinter, which I have kind of fully redeveloped and built a new map for, and I'm coming up with all the lore, and it's been a ton of fun. But this was actually my first game I had ever run, and we ran for weekly for about 2 years to get to the dragon, and it's given a ton of experience. So as we kept going, eventually Bob Worldbuilder had talked about uh, Skate Wizards, which was a really cool, pretty simple TTRPG based on maze rats. So we started running Skate Wizards a few months back as a side game in the background, which got me really interested in maze rats, which led me down a bit of a rabbit hole. And more recently, I've run a couple games of BX via the old school Essentials rule set, or rule rewritings. And we've been having a ton of fun with that in some of the lighter magic, more grounded world, and a bit more of a darker, maybe we should avoid the monsters vibe. Um, and then most recently, this prop I've got here because I'm working on a TTRPG version of Pokemon. I'm adapting Pokemon Red and Blue from the mechanicals of the original moves of the Game Boy game, with some modern type changes and things like that, into to work in a D&D rule set. My plan at the moment is to use the BECME BX basic rules from old school Essentials and build on top of them. And I've gotten pretty far and actually run a couple games, and I'm still not sure my final direction, but I want to try to run that a bit more. I'm hoping to add. So right now we've been playing at 8 o'clock Eastern on Fridays for our main game, and then when the main crew isn't available, we run something else usually. I want to keep that going, and then I also want to add another game maybe on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night. Um, and maybe focus on something like trying to run a bit of the Pokemon, or we practice on doing some old school stuff. I have a couple old school modules that I've been reading through and playing with, and then I'm building a world for old school called the Forgotten Crownlands, which Ross, Jason, Alex have gotten to play in a little bit, and has been kind of neat. It's about a place where about 10 years ago, suddenly an army just kind of disappeared, the entire army for the nation, and then the crown toppled, and it's all sort of, no one knows why it happened, but it's somewhat of a lower magic, lower fantasy world where the stakes are much higher. Um, so that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to post in the Discord, and hopefully once we get another game planned, or if anyone has suggestions of when we should do it, let me know, and we'll get it